Hello, welcome to my chemistry channel Bldash short and sweet in chemistry. Now this is the part that is for class 9th, that is matter in our surroundings. It is in syllabus, NCERT syllabus. Now in class 9 the chapter matter in our surroundings, here there are so many parts. This is part 1 and here you will see first what is the nature of matter. I hope it is clear to you. That means in 9th class so many parts are there and here I have to see that one, the nature of matter. In nature of matter, first you will come to our Indian philosopher that what is matter. You know the 5 elements of matter, that is air, earth, fire, sky and water. That means our philosopher, Indian philosopher believed, and also according to them we can say that matter consists of 5 elements, that is called Panchatattva, and that is air, earth, fire, sky and water. According to modern scientists, when I come to these modern scientists, then here we will see only simply matter. Materials mean matter. Our universe totally consists of matters, that is materials. And matter mean anything that occupies space. Occupy space means you can feel, you can having space and mass, you can feel something is there, someone is there. That means this is called matter. That means if you feel something and if you can say it occupies space and mass, then it is matter. Then what are the physical nature of matter? Physical nature of matter means here there is no chemical reaction, only we'll see how it looks, how it occupies space and what it consists of, how it is moving like this. Matter is made of very small particles, very small particles. Let us see example. You fill the water in a beaker of suppose 100 ml, 250 ml, according to your choice you take water in a beaker and dissolve salt or sugar. Salt has no color, sugar has no color, and you observe, you don't see here what is the color, that is important. Now you will see whether the water level increases. That means when you add salt or sugar, anything to water which is soluble in water, you feel what is the level of water, whether increases or not. Yes, it is increases. What is the conclusion? Conclusion is means matter is made of very small particle. Example, salt plus water, level of solution increases. That means here matter is made of very small particles. Second point, particles of matter are very small. Particles, that means it occupies space and these are very small. How can you feel? Yes, it is very small, it is clear because level increases, but how can you feel? That means there is no color that you can feel very small or large. Okay, do one thing, take 10 ml of pink water. What is pink water? Potassium permanganate is a crystal, that means it is a chemical compound that's soluble in water. Actually the color of potassium permanganate, pink color, pink crystal. The solution becomes to pink. Then what to do? Take 10 ml of pink solution, then mix with 90 ml of water. Means you are doing dilution. Dilution means the particles will become less and less. Then you should prove it that matter consists of very small particles. That means if you add 10 ml of pink water to 90 ml, then again you feel pink color is again existing. Pink color is there, but it is very light color in dilution. That means the pink color of the solution becomes very light and light after adding water to the minimum amount of pink color. What is the conclusion? The conclusion means here the particles of matter are very small, beyond our imagination. What I can think, I can see. What I think, that means I can feel, but here you can't see. That is beyond our imagination. The particles of matter very small, so that the pink color becomes light and light. Then what are the characteristics of particles of matter? What are the nature? What are the nature that you can feel? Characteristics of particles of matter. The particles, very small. What are the nature? Matter have space between the particles. The matters what you have seen in space that have between particles, either sugar or salt or any colorful salt you take, then evenly distributed water. When you add to water, what happens? Evenly. That means here no more sugar, that side no more sugar, upper side no more sugar. That means eventually, means equally. And on preparing coffee or tea, you are preparing coffee or tea, you can feel also somebody preparing coffee or tea, then get into the space between particles of matter. That means the water and tea powder you are heating, or milk also you are adding. That means here get these particles get into the space between particles of water, milk particles, water particles and tea particles are mixing equally, and that is called particles of matter have space between them. What is conclusion? That means there is enough space between particles of matter. That means there is much space between particles of matter, so that other particles can come and occupy the middle space. Then what is the number 2? This is number 1, space. Number 2, they are moving. That means the particles of matter are continuously moving here and there. That means any space, where the space is there, it try to move, and that is why intrinsic smell coming to the whole room, whole house also. That means these particles having much more speed. That is why speed? Because there is a space between them. Blue red ink drop if you spread in water. If you add water to water, blue red ink, then what is happening? Blue red ink color is red. If then it spread, all the water becomes red. If blue, all the water that becomes to blue. That means they are speedily moving. Then if you see color of copper sulfate, you know what is the copper sulfate? Copper sulfate is a crystal, that is blue color. And here what happened? If you put one copper sulfate crystal or potassium perm, that is KMnO4 crystal, if you put, then blue color, and correspondingly potassium permanganate pink color sprays throughout the water. If you make hot water, then more speedily the color changes. That is what mean. On heating, the particles are moving very speedily. Conclusion what? Conclusion mean rate of mixing increases with increase in temperature. If you put color drop of ink, that may blue or red, that mean here it is mixed immediately if you increase the temperature. Why temperature? Temperature is always related to kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means movement energy. That means particles, every particle which is moving, that having kinetic energy. When temperature increases, then what happens? Kinetic energy also increases. If a kinetic movement energy, that means movement of the particles also more high, faster. On heating, the particles move faster and faster. From the above 3 activities, that conclusion is the particles of matter intermix with each other, and it is due to space between them. Listen, think yourself. If there is no space, then how they will intermix, how the color will spread? That means there should be a space. The intermixing of particles to different type of matter on their own, if like this the intermixing particles doing happening, then it is called diffusion. Are you clear? Diffusion mean intermixing of particles. Why? Because there is a large space between them. On heating, what happen? On heating, diffusion become faster. Why? Because diffusion faster because due to the kinetic energy, movement energy. If you heat, the movement energy of particles more because due to space between them. Diffusion makes in gas, liquid and solid, but where more? Gas it is more, then here liquid that is less, and here solid that is very impossibly they are going to diffusion. But something may be happening, but simply gases having more diffusion. Particles of matter attract each other. Then here particles of matter attract each other. Why? Because if they will attract each other, then they become to solid, liquid or gas. Or here an example you say iron nail can be hammered. Iron is that is a solid one that can be hammered to very thin one. Chalk piece can be cut. Chalk piece can be broken. Can be broken mean here that mean and rubber band can be stretched out. The conclusion what? The force of attraction between them. Force is acting between them. That is why if I want to hammer the iron nail, it can be expanded. If I want to cut the chalk piece, I can break. If I want to rubber band, that can be stretched. So here force of acting between them is possible. It is there. This force keeps the particles together. That is why the particles of the matter comes together. That is in very good example in solid. In liquid also there is a force between the particles but less, and solid very less. Sorry, in solid very much, and here liquid less, and in gas the particles together but they have big space, more space. That is why attraction is less. Then strength of this force of attraction varies. One kind of matter, generally matter comes to solid, liquid and gas. When there is more attraction solid, less attraction liquid, and very less attraction that is gas. Because in gas the particles are away from each other in compared to solid and liquid. Again I want to explain a little bit by in Hindi also you can understand easily, but I am not sure that whether I can do or not, but actually I am trying. Pancha Tattva means Jal, Sthal, Agni and Prithvi, and air means Vayu. Here अकॉर्डिंग टू मॉडर्न साइंस क्या बता रहा है? मॉडर्न साइंस बता है जितना हमारा यूनिवर्स देख रहे हैं, यूनिवर्स इज टोटली फुल ऑफ बिलोंगिंग टू साइंटिस्ट. हम लोग साइंटिस्ट साथ साथ हम भी विश्वास करते हैं यूनिवर्स क्या है. यूनिवर्स में पूरा मटेरियल है जो कि हम आजकल उसको मैटर बोलते हैं. मैटर माने जिसका स्पेस है, मास है, और हम फील कर सकते ये एक मैटर है, ये एक ग्लास है, ये एक पेपर है. दिस फीलिंग इज कॉल्ड ऑब्जर्व बाय मैटर. Physical nature of matter, that means I want to say there is no chemical here, only physical nature. Why? First point, ये छोटे छोटे particles, small particles में consist है. Small particles suppose है, how can you prove? You add water in a beaker, then sugar, salt डालना है. After adding क्या हम observe करेंगे? Water level बढ़ जा रहा है. बढ़ जा रहा है mean here matter is made of very small particles who is helping, वो हेल्प करता है जे लेवल को बढ़ाने के लिए. पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर आर वेरी स्मॉल. ये जो पार्टिकल्स है वो तो बढ़ा दिया, लेवल बढ़ा दिया, बट हाउ कैन आई से ये वेरी स्मॉल है. जो पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर है बहुत स्मॉल है. डू वन थिंग, पोटेशियम परमांगनेट जिसका कलर पिंक है और कॉपर सल्फेट जिसका कलर ब्लू है, और हियर गिवन एग्जांपल ओनली पोटेशियम परमांगनेट. तो 2 क्रिस्टल डालो, उसका बाद उसको 10 ml पिंक वाटर बन गया, उसको वहीं से 100 ml से 10 ml ले लेना और उससे 90 ml वाटर डालना, मिलाने से क्या होगा? अगेन पिंक कलर एग्जिस्टिंग बट इट इज वेरी डाइल्यूट, वेरी लाइट एंड ऑन वेरी डाइल्यूशन जितना करते जाओगे वो लाइट पिंक कलर बढ़ते जाएगा और लाइट बाद में पता नहीं चलेगा ये पिंक है कि और कोई कलर है. कंक्लूजन क्या बता रहे? पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर आर वेरी स्मॉल। जो पार्टिकल्स है मैटर में वो बहुत स्मॉल, जो कि हम देख नहीं पाते हैं। एंड बियॉन्ड आवर इमेज, कितना छोटा है हमारा इमेजिनेशन, जो कल्पना है उसका पीछे ही है, आगे नहीं है। तो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर, मैटर का क्या क्या कैरेक्टर हो सकता है। पार्टिकल्स में स्पेस है, जो कि शुगर और सॉल्ट का ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इक्वली, माने यहाँ पर फर्स्ट अपर लेवल में जो सोल्यूबिलिटी जैसा है, अपर लेवल में जैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो रहा है, लोअर लेवल ऑल्सो, साइड ऑल्सो सेम। तो इसमें क्या है, द स्पेस है पार्टिकल में, ऑफ मैटर में स्पेस है, जो स्पेस कारण ये ऊपर नीचे सब तरफ इवनली मीन इक्वली, माने चार तरफ सेम रहता है। उसका कलर हो, उसका सॉल्यूशन हो। कंक्लूजन क्या है, उसका स्पेस जाता है बिटवीन पार्टिकल्स। पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर आर कंटिन्यूसली मूविंग, मूव करता है। जो मैटर का पार्टिकल्स है वो कंटिन्यू मूव करता है, कभी स्टे नहीं रहता, मूविंग। दैट इज वाई एक अगरबत्ती एक रूम में है, पूजा रूम में है, तो पूरा घर का खुशबू अगरबत्ती में भर जाता है। एक रेड इंक ड्रॉप डालो और कोई कलरफुल सब्सटेंस, एक छोटा सा एक छोटा ड्रॉप डालो वाटर में, पूरा वाटर बीकर में कलर हो जाता है। कॉपर सल्फेट कलर सबको मालूम होगा, वो ब्लू कलर है। तो ब्लू कलर, पोटेशियम परमानेंट दैट इज पिंक कलर है। कोई भी एक पानी में डालो, कॉपर सल्फेट डाले हो तो ब्लू कलर हो जाएगा। और पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट जिसका फॉर्मूला KMnO4 पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट, जिसका पिंक कलर है, पूरा सॉल्यूशन पिंक हो जाएगा। और सिंपली कंक्लूजन क्या है, मिक्सिंग हो रहा है। सी द कलर ऑफ द कॉपर से ब्लू मिक्सिंग टोटली इन द वाटर। ये मिक्सिंग कब बढ़ता है, रेड कब बढ़ेगा, विथ इंक्रीजिंग टेम्परेचर। यू नो टेम्परेचर डिपेंड करता है काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऊपर। व्हाट इज काइनेटिक एनर्जी, मूवमेंट एनर्जी। जो पार्टिकल मूवमेंट हो रहा है उसका जो एनर्जी हेल्प करता है उसको काइनेटिक एनर्जी बोलते हैं। टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा, काइनेटिक एनर्जी बढ़ जाएगा, तो मूविंग क्या होगा, फास्टर हो जाएगा। तो फ्रॉम दी अबव 3 एक्टिविटी, जो 3 एक्ट देख रहे, कॉपर सल्फेट पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट लाइक दी, then what is conclusion, the particles of matter intermix their own of each other। गैस है तो गैस साथ मिक्स हो रहे, लिक्विड तो लिक्विड साथ मिक्स हो रहा है, इट इज ड्यू टू स्पेस बिटवीन पार्टिकल्स। ये इंटरमिक्सिंग दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड, दैट इज कॉल्ड डिफ्यूजन। डिफ्यूजन मतलब डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ इंटरमिक्सिंग होता है ऑन देयर ओन, दैट इज कॉल्ड डिफ्यूजन। ये डिफ्यूजन का कारण जो अगरबत्ती है उसका स्मेल घर का चार तरफ जाता है। और ये डिफ्यूजन कब बढ़ेगा, हीटिंग में बढ़ेगा। किस में ज़्यादा है, गैस में ज़्यादा है, लिक्विड में कम है और सॉलिड में बहुत कम है। पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर। कैन यू बिलीव, विश्वास कर सकते हैं। सॉलिड क्या है, इतना क्लोज में है, इतना अट्रैक्शन ज़्यादा है, इट लुक्स लाइक वेरी सॉलिड, इट कांट फ्लो। हम लोग पढ़ेंगे आगे सॉलिड लिक्विड गैस। तो उसका बाद जो क्या है, जैसे हम आयरन जानते हैं ये सॉलिड है, उसको हमर में मार सकते, थिन पतला बना सकते। चॉक पीस जानते हैं ये ब्रोकन हो सकता है, पीस को कट कर सकते हैं। रबर बैंड क्या होता है, स्ट्रेच होता है, उसको स्ट्रेच कर सकते हैं, छोड़ने से रिस्ट्रेच में वापस आ जाएगा। ये सबसे कंक्लूजन पता चल रहा है, पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर हैव फोर्स एक्टिंग बिटवीन देम। कोई भी मैटर हम ले, सॉलिड हो, लिक्विड हो, गैस हो, उसमें फोर्स एक्टिंग करता है। द फोर्स कीप्स द पार्टिकल टुगेदर। स्ट्रांग फोर्स ज़्यादा कीप करेगा, नियर लाएगा। कम फोर्स दूर ले जाएगा, बहुत कम फोर्स और दूर ले जाएगा। स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ दिस फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन वेरीज फ्रॉम वन काइंड मैटर टू अदर। ये जो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन वेरी करता है, क्यों, क्योंकि मैटर 3 टाइप का है, पढ़ेंगे, सॉलिड, लिक्विड, गैस। दैट इज वाई द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन वेरीज। सॉरी, मैं सोचती हूँ आप लोग को समझ में आ गया होगा। I think it is clear to you, and myself BL Das, ex-PGT Chemistry Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan. Hope it is clear. and thanks for watching my video. In next coming video again I will proceed further.